In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn total strangers into qualified, ready to buy from you clients using nothing but a book. Hey, I'm Michael DeLon, founder of Paperback Expert, and since 2013, we've helped over 250 business owners create a book without writing a word and use it to bolster their authority, their credibility, and their trust, generate leads, get more clients, and grow their revenue. And I'll let you in on a little secret. The goal is not to sell a lot of books. The goal is to build trust. Nothing builds trust faster than a well-positioned book. You see, books warm up cold prospects better than emails or ads. So let's start with the big reason that this works. Books give your cold leads a reason to care. But cold leads are naturally skeptical. They don't know you. They don't trust you. And their attention span is, well, next to nothing. But when somebody requests a book, especially one with a compelling title that solves a problem that they have, they're raising their hand. They're saying, hey, this sounds interesting. I want to know more. Now, compare that to a cold email or ads. Most of the time, those feels like interruptions. A book, on the other hand, feels like a gift. It positions you as someone with expertise instead of someone just trying to sell something. And here's where it gets powerful. When they start reading your book, they're spending time with you. Hours, minutes, moments with you and your ideas. That's time that they're learning your process, your beliefs, your unique perspective. It's time that they're building trust with you. And by the time they finish a few chapters, they're not cold anymore. You're no longer a stranger. You're an authority. And that's why books work so well in lead generation. It's because they warm people up without you lifting a finger. One of our clients, Tom Ruich, is a master at this. Tom wrote his book, Story Power Marketing, and Tom uses his book as lead generation in advertising. He does it in his email marketing as well. Tom understands the value of getting his book into the hands of his audience, to warm them up and to wait patiently for them to be ready to book a call with him. Embedding your sales message inside your book without sounding salesy is another strategy that you need to consider. One of the biggest fears people have when writing a book is sounding like a walking sales pitch. But the trick is, your book isn't a commercial, it's a conversation. So it should do three things. One, it should show the reader that you understand their pain or their problem. Two, it should walk through your process or framework for solving that problem. And three, it should naturally invite them to reach out if they want help implementing that solution. That's it. You're not saying, buy now, buy now. You're saying, here's what works. And if you want help, I'm here. This approach is subtle but powerful because when a reader feels like you get them and they see how your method could apply to their situation, they want to take the next step. They want your help, and you don't even need a hard CTA on every page. In fact, we kind of suggest you don't do that. Just a few well-placed stories, examples, and maybe one or two invitations. Like, hey, if you're reading this and want to talk about how this might work for you, visit our website or schedule a quick call. That's it. No pressure, just an open door. And guess what? That open door leads to qualified leads. People who already trust you, understand your method, and are pre-sold on your value. Now, here's something most people don't realize. A book doesn't just attract leads, it actually filters them. So when you hand somebody a free resource, you're not just saying, here, take this. You're saying, here's what I believe. Here's how I work. Here's what I stand for. And that's powerful because it does two things. It draws in people who resonate with your philosophy, and it gently repels the folks who were never going to be a good fit anyway. You've probably dealt with this before. Someone hops on a sales call only to, really waste your time because they weren't really your ideal client. They didn't get your approach. They weren't ready. Of course, they were looking for something that, you don't offer. Your book solves that by doing the heavy lifting before they ever get on your calendar. It's a pre-qualifier. It answers their big questions. And if they're still interested after reading, well, they can take that next step. You bet they're serious. One of our clients, Sam Sellers, published his book, and he would go into people's homes for a home healthcare assessment. On one of his appointments, he was number 5, the 5th person in, 4 major competitors. And at the very end, he just pulls out a book and he says, I'd like to leave you with the book that I wrote. And his prospect looked at that and she said, you wrote the book on what I'm dealing with? My decision's made. We're going with you. It was that simple. Books don't just create more leads, they create more trust. The kind of prospects that you want to work with, who respect your time and who want to work with you. Now, how can you automate follow-up after somebody requests your book? Here's where this turns into a system, not just a one-time strategy. Once somebody requests your book, you need a simple automated process that nurtures them from reader to ready to hire you. Here's the basic outline of what that looks like. Number one, a book request confirmation. As soon as they request your book, they get a thank you email. But don't just stop there. Use that email to kind of tease what's in the book. For example, you could say, hey, in chapter 2, I'll show you the 3 retirement planning mistakes that cost most Americans thousands of dollars. Keep an eye on that one. Number 2, educational follow-ups. Over the next few days, send 2 or 3 emails that pull out key insights from your book. This keeps your reader engaged and reminds them of why they downloaded it. And a bonus tip, link back to your calendar to offer other answers that they might have. And number 3, personal video or a story email. After a few days, send a personal story, either your own or one of your clients, that shows what happens when people apply what's in your book. These kinds of stories are gold for trust building. And finally, number 4, send them a direct invitation. Send an email with a gentle nudge. Say, hey, if you've had a chance to read the book and want to explore what this could look like for you, I'd love to connect. Here's my calendar link. This whole thing can be built with tools you're probably already using. An email platform and a calendar tool. And once it's set up, it runs in the background automatically, warming up cold leads, sharing your expertise, and booking appointments without you lifting a finger. Actually, let's say it the way that we prefer around here, without writing a word. So if you're sitting on a list of cold leads who aren't responding, or if you've tried to consistently selling and chasing and you just don't need more ads or another funnel, you need a book that works for you. And not just any book, but a book that's strategically designed to deliver your message, build trust, and move people to action. That's what we do. At Paperback Expert, we help you craft a clear message, create a book without writing a word, and turn it into a tool that generates real, qualified leads who turn into clients. If you're curious about what that would look like for your business, let's talk. You can book a quick call with me at the link below. If you've enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, and check out my next video.